It's your boy Matt here. This is Tac0 admin. The date is currently the 19th of January 2026. Now, this video is unfortunately, I wouldn't say unfortunately, a person who has been abused as thoroughly by the authorities as myself tends to have a different view of the authorities than maybe the authorities have of themselves, okay? And because at one point I worked as a child psych, I think when I interact with some of these people, which happens with some teachers, this is my projection, and this is just how I'd think of it. And I'm projecting how I'd think of it onto these people, okay, to an extent. And I know that they think very differently from me. Otherwise, I wouldn't have all the bullshit I've had to deal with, okay? But I'm projecting this onto them. Sometimes when your job is dealing with a population where you have authority, such as a school teacher or as a child psych potentially, or something like that, you notice that the people who have those professions, sometimes when they talk to other people, it kind of ends up fitting into that sort of relationship where they're just so used to having that authority that when they start talking with this different group of people, they feel like that's how they just engage with their social relations. Now, I don't think like that. I don't perceive these people in the military and the police as children, right? Like, and I'm a very, very empathetic person. Again, I don't believe in things such as free will necessarily. I don't like human suffering, okay? I don't think that we get to choose, like, how self-aware we are. And I don't see these people so much as children as I see them as bumbling fucking idiots, okay? And it's not a narcissistic hubris that I'm saying this from. It's that these fuckwits would not be able to interpret information effectively enough, right? They would not be able to apply an analytical framework, a system of analysis to come to a useful conclusion, okay? They don't keep assumptions of their shit, right? They do not have nearly the level of critical thinking skills that they need to have to make useful conclusions about things, particularly in cases like mine, right? So if at any point these fuckwits say, hey Matt, right? We're angry at you because we were looking at you and we were analysing you like these clueless fuckwits in intelligence, because they're not intelligent. It's a fucking terrible name for the branch. Those people, right? What's happened is that I know your level of capacity, okay? Like, I study fucking people. I know your capability. That's why I'm good at intelligence work, because I study things well and I'm able to figure out their capability. And I analysed your capability and realised you were so completely fucking useless in your role, had no fucking analytical ability, did not have the ability to even construct, like even conceptualise what fucking skills you need in an organisation to be able to do analytical work. Okay? And I've given some solutions to those problems on an organisational level. But individually, I want to make this very fucking clear, right? We are in this situation because some individual fuckwits didn't have the individual capability to understand what they needed to delegate up, refer, and there doesn't seem to have been a person in the organisation who had the analytical capability to think, hey, wait a second, what's actually going on here? You cannot be trusted to do good analysis. That is the state of Australian intelligence and our military, and that's why we keep fucking up, right? That is my issue. So don't ever confuse my interest in having a better outcome for the future with your inadequacy in the present and my need to be able to work collaboratively with you to get a better outcome, right? And what the aggression I'm showing, it may seem antithetical to achieving this. But if I collaborate with you and let you guys take the lead on anything, it will be so fuck up and we'll end up in the same situation that we've been in for the past few years, and Australia is going to continue being the same fucking problem as it's been in for decades previously, right? You want that needle to move in progress, and your organisation to develop actual intelligence analysis capability, you're going to have to adjust your attitudes to things and accept the level of capability that Australia currently has, right? And this isn't just, it's just in general, because it comes from this authoritarian mindset and we need to have that kind of structure to be able to get people to do anything useful. So to an extent, just having these different organizations such as a police force, which kind of works, an intelligence apparatus where people go to work, they sit on their laptops and computers at ASD, and they've been able to get some of that infrastructure up and running. That's an achievement. That is a great thing, okay? But it's not intelligence yet. And when I start looking at people in police and these other organizations, this authoritarian attitude which comes from the cultures of these institutions, which is in some ways adaptive, okay? Let's be clear, in some ways it is adaptive. You need to have like that system of authority in an organization such as the military. You don't need it in intelligence. I think intelligence should completely separate itself from the military, and I think it should function more like a university. But a good one, right? But this authoritarian attitude means that, like, you think you have capabilities that you don't have, right? You can't switch and go, wait a second, like, because of the structure that we have, there needs to be someone who's in charge of this and making a decision in this situation, right? And we have this process in place, and at the end of that process, we're meant to figure it out, okay? You can't do it. You don't have the capability, okay? I have been abused really fucking badly because you guys lack capability. That is why I've had to take charge of the situation and develop a fucking, what could almost be described like a mass media campaign, right? I've had to develop a fucking institution of my own to deal with your inadequacy, right? Now, I'm saying this because it's not just because you fucking ruined my life because you're incompetence and inadequacy. It's because they continue to hide behind this facade of legitimacy because these people happen to work for the government. You are people. You are part of a system, right? People in that system who are meant to have authority have not been able to produce institutions which are useful. Individuals at the bottom have not been able to do their job. And my life has been fucking ruined because of it. Do not blame me for my situation. Do not blame how I interact with you on me. Your complete inadequacy is why you are getting this treatment. Now pull your fucking head in and get it together and stop fucking abusing me, and do not hide behind your position of authority. Be competent.